Hey there, this is my presentation at Titijaya Land Berhad, a prominent property developer in Malaysia known for its innovative and quality property developments across various sectors. AI technology, its potential, and AI assistance were among the topics covered. Indeed, a great milestone achieved. Sincere thanks for all your support, guys. Have fun.
Scared. Researchers are scared. But no worries, we're going to dive into what's AI and the goodness, pros and cons if there are. Okay. So English, Malay, which preferable? Mix, huh? Okay, I'm Malaysian, I wrote that. Alright. So can you maybe reduce the lights. Macam musim. So what I do, I'm an AI scientist, AI consultant, AI trainer, and I also do AI coaching for executives or people interested to know how to use AI for whatever reasons. Because AI is so big, but many people have their focus, they only want to learn this, so we can help them. So what I realize is a lot of businesses, they hear the hype words AI, and they would love to use AI, but they're not sure how they can adapt to AI, how they can use it for their good without hurting some people, like their staff or management or stakeholders, right? Okay, so senang kata, reka system AI from scratch. I built the brains for many systems, so I understand AI from the scratch to nowadays, because maybe some years back, AI was not this advanced. So AI was good, but it was very difficult for the common person to use AI unless you're good in Python, you're good with the basic coding, right? But nowadays, with a lot of platforms, AI has become very, you can say, very easy to access for many people. So a lot of people like to, you can say, jual nama, they use AI. They use AI. We are using AI, and actually they are not really an expert in AI. So you get a limited productivity out of their AI. So I felt very bad when I saw this AI. So I wanted to be involved to show people what is real AI. So there are very much benefits of AI, as there are negatives if you want to explore. Like internet ada yang baik dan buruk kan? There's no such as everything is just good. So let us explore today. So let me see. Managing efficient operations for modern workplaces. So AI can be used for many things. I personally have built systems for medical sector, for medical device, and also for other industries, because Andy I can't say. Okay, so I know very hardcore AI, and we got softcore AI, which a lot of people usually hear. You see AI in social media, you see AI in TikTok, you want to use filter, you want to use voice filter, skin, everything, these are all AI. Smartphones use all kind of AI. But they use very like 3% of AI, and they will say AI powered smartphone, so you can pay extra 1,000 for a phone, right? So this is how you use, but a lot of people use AI in many ways. So let's say a company, when we partner with them, if they want to use AI, automatically they will announce in the media, we are using AI powered blah blah blah, and their valuation go up, right? So they make back the money before they buy something. So it's pandai business lah, right? So our part is to show what AI is all about and how it can help all of you all today. So can I know what are the different departments here today? Finance, right? Finance, sales, property, okay. Interesting. So I have some exposure to construction, so I think a lot of you will learn a lot of things today, right? Okay. We're going to go through the introduction. So this is me. I'm a speaker, coach, AI consultant. Sorry if I'm wrong. Okay, right? So yeah, that's my name. Okay, sorry. That's the full name. Mark Titijaya Raj. Okay. So I have been an AI scientist in the past. Now I realize that a lot of businesses outside need AI, and we were in the research space building a lot of things under the government, which is usually used for their own purpose. So I wanted to do something outside. So one of the simple things we do now is embedding AI and automation technology into existing businesses, factories, to help them save costs, increase productivity, above all, increase profit, business, right? So we also do AI workshops and training for professional, for institutions and companies, also AI consultations, right? Okay, so this a bit, everyone authored a book on how AI is revolutionizing marketing, how we've changed these things. And yeah, I have my newsletter and other stuff we do. So yeah, my social media is where I share about AI, how business owners can learn to use AI in a simple way, which is real AI. Okay, a lot of people are talking about AI, but they're not showing it. All right. Okay, these are some of my skills, which is more technical. Okay, so these are the kind of things we can do. AI automation for businesses. So some years back, I think we heard about smart homes, right? Smart homes is a very famous thing for the property development sector. So smart homes, there are a few types of smart homes. So everyone used the name smart homes from, do you know when smart homes started? Even the 1990s, people were saying they were doing smart homes. Is that AI powered? No, right? So there are smart homes which are mechanical, there are smart homes powered by electronic systems, and there are smart homes powered by AI nowadays. Okay, so they are very different costing from a developer sense. So that is the reason why some companies use tabs, they put their software there, compared to doing the mechanical, the electrical components, which is expensive, and any repair cost is high, and it takes a big space. There's many other factors to consider. So we help businesses use AI automation tools, whether it's a general existing tool, or if they need, we can even build tools, custom AI apps. So like medical sectors, they usually prefer custom AI apps, and it's for their branding. So we help them to white label it, so it looks like they developed it, right? Name. So other than that, we can help provide consultation on how to integrate AI. This is very important because a lot of people, they try to use AI, but what happens is the integration is not good. You get very minimal output, and you think you're doing it well, but it's not really as productive as what the AI can do. So then when you use the experts and we integrate it properly, you get 100% output, which is very much more efficient, and at the end of the day, good for business, helps the profit up. So this is why business owners love it. Other than that, one of the best things I realized AI is good at is for research and development. So R&D is a very difficult area to cover for any business. Food companies, semicon companies, chemical industry, when they want to come up with something new, they're just going to put a rough budget and they expect something to happen within that. The experts working on that are also not aware, so they keep studying. So the process is very long. AI has the ability to find patterns which human can't find as fast as humans usually do. So I don't know if you all have heard about AlphaGo, about AI beating people at chess, the Chinese chess and all this thing. So how AI was able to do that is they practice for only 5 days and they learn every hidden patterns which human experts for 30 years playing the game are unable to do. So that is where you realize pattern recognition is a very strong characteristic for AI compared to humans. When we look at a problem, we might look it at 5 different perspectives, but AI can do that with 1,000 angles. So once it is trained, you give it whatever data it needs, we teach it how to learn, then AI is going to do its part. That is why it's AI. Or else it's just a hard-coded software. Those days, programming C++, may orang lah their style, right? So AI is just like a child. We teach a baby that this is orange, that baby will say this is orange, correct? So when we give this to the AI and we say this is apple, it will understand as this is apple. But when we teach it the correct thing and we give it enough data, a lot of tuition, it becomes very intelligent and an expert at that. After that, you can let it do its job. It's very smart. Best part is it's like Robocop, no emotions, right? No emotion, no bias. This is my only job and I will do it 100%. That is how AI works. Can you see roughly how's the benefit of AI now? Some place is good, some place maybe when you need empathy it might be difficult. But I don't know if you'll believe it, but AI is now moving towards emotion where it can understand emotion also. Yes. So at one time they said emotional jobs is still there for humans, but AI can do that also. But AI can also be built in an assistive manner. That means dia boleh jadi pembantu yang bagus. Tak semestinya dia jadi ganti untuk kerja you kan. So dia lebih kurang boleh jadi pembantu yang boleh advise everything. Macam resident untuk sultan lah dulu, right? So he gives all the idea, but you decide how you want to use it. So other than that, data analytics, data science, I think you all are well versed with AI system kan. Mana-mana you dengar, you will first see a lot of dashboard analytics, colorful analytics, right? So orang kata this is AI. So that is something we call data analytics dashboard, business intelligence dashboards and all this. So we can also do such things. And yeah, of course we have to maintain this for companies, because a lot of companies, the famous question is, once we already build this, now where do we get the expert to maintain for us? So we realize that is a gap in the market, so we also train and we use our people to maintain for the companies. So it's like a one-stop solution. Other than that, this is it's okay. Mana-mana company will find few people. Okay, good. So for some people, this is very technical. Some company owners even ask, can you build an application to convert my PDF to Word? And I'm thinking, it's just Google dah boleh buat, right? So I love PDF, small PDF, famous applications to just change to Word or Excel. And what if you had to pay RM1 each time to do that conversion? That is software as a service. Di mana kita perlu bayar untuk menggunakan service tu, dia telah jadi software as a service, or else it's just a software. Alright? So all this is, we use it freely, it's a software. Once there's a service charge, then it's software as a service. So we are charging them for something. Now, Room Design AI is an AI application powered with the famous generative AI, but the difference is we also use very, we can say, complex deep learning structures. That means we imitate the human brain, we build neuron layers to make the system think like humans. So once we do that, we are able to teach it what is interior design, what are various types of interior design. I think if you're from property, pernah dengar, I want tropical design, I want modern classic design, I want traditional design. There's so many things, and I'm not an expert in ID lah, but my system is. Okay, so I trust him because I know the data was from a lot of experts yang pandai. Now this can live for 1,000 years. Walaupun orang yang expert dah tak ada, this can still exist. The good thing is we can use such things to help many industries, right? So example, any customer, home buyers, right? So if they buy with company A and company B, what's the difference? So if you buy with company A, you get access to AI-powered interior design app. Shock, right? So what is the plus point? Usually we give back furniture, we give back cabinets, and we also give access to our AI-powered interior design app. Bila announce pun harga rumah dah naik sikit, right? Bila announce, company value is up already. So this is how AI is supposed to be. It's supposed to be cool, interesting, and profitable. If the word profitable is not there, most businesses are not interested. So we have to think from that perspective. The best part is, I don't know how many of you all have used the interior designer sebelum ni kat rumah, right? If you bought a new house. From some data I got, some people even paid like what, 1,000 for just a particular area to be designed, not including the works, physical works that had to be done after that. Imagine if you just charge someone 50 ringgit per picture. 1 million users, 50 million ringgit. Best part, you don't need 3 staff, 5 staff, 1, 2 experts. maintain the system, money straight to the bank. We can do that. So this is the potential of AI. Not just yang kita nampak filter dekat social media, right? So that is the most simple version of AI. It is AI, but very small subset of AI. So AI covers a lot of discipline. We call them deep learning, machine learning. We have natural language processing yang buat translate right from our text to speech, speech to text. All this, even search engine. Google has been using a very old type of AI from the 90s. Search engines are powered by AI algorithms, AI techniques we call them. So how Google Maps yang kita pakai, how does it find the fastest route to a place? It is through AI. Okay? So AI has a lot of applications. It's how we want to use them and what's our vision. If kita tak ada vision, memang you have all this is useless still, right? So this is something that uses deep learning, machine learning to give a unique design for each area. So you're able to choose your room, what kind of room, what kind of texture you want to give the room, and you get the output dalam 10 saat. Right, nice. So it's worth our effort when we get to bring up. So this is a room that already has something, and it generates something like that. Canggih kan? And this is an empty room. Okay, I need my pattern. Okay, that is the original room. You can see how well it identified as a window. It just replaced it with something over there. Dia tak buta-buta just design the whole thing. Okay, and it identified there's something else here, and it gave us something. So this is just the first design. If you regenerate the design, you'll get something else. Because this is the creative AI we are talking about. We are not talking about the old hard-coded version of AI. This is true AI, where it can think, it understands, and it gives you a fresh idea. So everyone talks about generative AI of ChatGPT, which is very famous. But this is the version where it's creative graphically. And it's within border. It's not like Midjourney, where it's going to produce something totally different. Letak bilik dapat kasut, memang out of place, right? So we want something that's within a context. So this is specially trained on millions of interior design, homes, and it understands if you say it's a bathroom, it should give something related to a bathroom. So these are a lot of things that has been put to work behind the scenes. Okay, this is something for the medical sector. Okay, this is a research paper on Google which I did. So this is more or less how the system is. You put in your chest X-ray, right? Masuk your chest X-ray. Within 10 seconds, it will let you know if you have pneumonia, you ada bacteria ke, you ada virus ke, or you are healthy. You nak bayar beratus pergi jumpa expert doctor, or you nak dapat second opinion from Dr. AI. He's a bit smart also, this guy. Dia tak pergi ambil MBBS ke apa, but he's smart also. Because thousands of doctors' knowledge was put to train here, and we did other things to customize its intelligence. That is why it cannot be copied. Okay? So you can see the benefits. This is not really taking the doctor's job if you think about it. So if you want to, you can, or we can partner with a medical center, right? A medical center that has a group of doctors, but they do not know whether the doctor might perform a misdiagnosis. One of the biggest problem, kalau anda tak tahu, biasanya one of the worst things yang berlaku at hospital is kena saman, lawsuit, because of diagnosis yang silap. We call it misdiagnosis, right? So this can go in millions, especially kalau the brand of the hospital is very big. Then doctor's small mistake, the patient can sue them horribly. So what we can do is this can be an assistant to all the doctors where the group buys over or they pay a licensing fee, and all their doctors can always do a double confirmation in their room, and then they will take the X-ray. I think you have a viral pneumonia. Tapi sebelum tu he double check with the AI, so he knows he's not wrong. Because who knows? Simple question. You feel you have a lung issue. Would you go to a doctor who has 5 years experience, or then you can see the quality. Now, this was built for a rehab center, and the other was for a dental group. Okay. If you would like to include appointment setting functionalities, it can be done. But some people are afraid and they say, no, our human wants a job. No problem. We just put the contact details and people can contact the group. But our advice is, we can include the appointment setting abilities, which make it much more, what you can say. Let's say, anyone here yang dari customer service? Anyone? No? Let's say a customer service agent or manager has 10 different duties, right? 10 different duties. What if the AI can take over and do for you 4 or 5 of your existing duty? Now you will be a little bit productive, right, in your existing job. So it's not really taking a job away, it's taking some of your job scope away, helping you, right? So the best part is, if you're going to get 10 new employees in the time to come, let's say your staff that retire. Once they retire, how are you going to teach a new group? Again, you want to tell, tolong ajar, guide the next person, you jangan tinggal dulu. What if you have someone who knows this permanent in your company, right? So any new staff coming, internal training. Let's say Titijaya Group, you have a certain formula that all your sales people need to know, right? This is specific to your company. You don't want outsiders to know. We can make an internal AI which helps you on all this. That means all your staff in that department, you give access to talk to this. Best part is, you can choose if you want it on WhatsApp, you want it on Telegram, or you want it on the website, which I don't think internal nak dekat website lah, right? But we can do the same sales agent with the same intelligence facing customer. That is for external use, right? So we can do call. Dia mahal sikit because when you're using voice, right, there's a lot of minutes that is counted usually, but it is so professional and so human sounding. So usually we suggest with the text first. Text in the sense that yang dari kita punya study lah, what we notice is the chances of converting a visitor to the website, let's say the two situations. One is a person randomly comes to a website, they see your service and they leave the website. So usually this is what happens with government website and other services where people survey. Okay, I want to look for houses. I search 3 different companies, I see and I go. Compared to the other, which when someone visits, hi, how may I help you? Are you looking for your first house? People have an empathy that I've been asked a question, I need to respond. This is human's weakness, which you can use for your advantage. So people feel guilty if someone says, good morning, they don't really just walk away. Good morning, even if they don't know you, right? So using that psychology, we make it to say something. We prompt it when a visitor comes, it prompts a hi. This is something no human can do. How will your staff know when someone visits and suddenly message hi to them? It's impossible because you have no communication with them. But we can do this when it prompts the first message, making a person feel, oh, let us try what we want to ask, like to go through the whole website. I want to look for this. And we can entice them with very intelligent speech and with your relevant promotions, where we pull them and convert them into your lead, right? So what we notice is usually customers have about an extra 20 to 30% conversion compared to what they had before using such a system. So this I'm talking about is text-based, not about the voice-based like that. We can do voice callers now, but yeah, it depends. If you're going to have a lot of leads, it's going to be a bit high on the cost. But if you can cover that, it is one of the most beautiful things because you can choose whatever accent you like. We can train them on that, and then they'll sound like your American customer service, right? So everyone says, wow, this company is using American staff. Or you want Australian? Yeah, can. But you don't need to pay in USD, right? So these are the potential that you have with AI. It can simulate anything. So you can see how it even starts its conversation, right? We can customize how it should sound, we can give a name, and we can even give them buttons. One thing we realize is a lot of customers, right? They might talk technology, but they are not really tech savvy. And especially if someone's going to buy a home, most probably they not necessarily have to be very educated. If they make money somehow, they're going to look for it. So we can even prompt what kind of answers they can give our question. Let's say, how may I help you? Get an appointment, view our houses, we can give them the buttons. So they don't even need to think how to do their IAT, right? Correct? So they just click the button. Or if they are so intelligent and they still want to type, it will still understand. So you don't need to choose A or B, we can do both together. So if someone is more comfortable typing out what they feel, we can do the same thing for them, right? So this is very good because what we noticed is the rehab center was able to save about 300,000 a year. So I think that's a very good saving for any business, right? They're very happy. So we are happy that they are happy. So they should just recommend us to the next people. So these are the potential with AI. This is one of the simplest version. This is what we call a customer service manager, which is customer facing. So this is not for the internal group. Huh? Okay, anyone heard of this? We call this an AI persona agent. Do you know what it does? AI persona agent takes a human persona. Let's say, okay, you are Elon Musk, right? You're Elon Musk, everyone wants to talk to you. And her time is too valuable because she's a multi-billionaire, she don't want to talk to all of you. So, you want to talk to me? 1 million per hour. Everyone's scared. But you all want to learn from her because she's so good in rockets, she's so good in telecom, she knows everything, right, Elon Musk. So what do you do next? She makes a mini-me version, her AI. You want to talk to me, but it's not really me. You get the basic me, $100 per month you can talk to me. You can download me from Android or iOS web store. Correct? I'm available online now. Now when you talk to this version of me, you get a limited version but in my usual tone, my kind of mentality, and she don't need to even talk to you. So she's doing work somewhere while you're paying to talk to her. This is something business coaches, psychologists, therapists, they really look forward. So if you're a big social media figure, you're very professional, you're a celebrity, all your fans want to talk to you, they're willing to pay 500 ringgit, so you just charge them, it's okay you just pay 100 ringgit per month to talk to me in the AI form. A lot of people do this. So this we call an AI persona agent. We can replicate any persona if you give us your videos, your text, the way you talk, we need to understand that and we can build your AI version. So after this, if you think it's difficult to talk to your parents, you can ask us, we can help build an AI for you. Mom, you can talk to me, but it's somebody else. Just for fun, huh? So this is very good because you can save your time. So you can charge for those who are paying you more. Right? You still maintain your service and you still make money from the bottom. Okay, so that's someone familiar, it's me. There's a nice color, right? My own book. So yeah, just showing that. Alright, okay, now the topic of the day. What is an AI manager? Right? The future, whether we like it or not, is AI powered. The questions are very simple. Do we want to be ahead of the market? Do we want to be the first? I believe it's a very big advantage for Titijaya. Why? It's very rare for property developers in Malaysia to have an AI powered application. Even if they do, AI powered employees is just starting. This is a very good promotion. At the same time, very helpful for your staff. Because I believe property developers have many divisions and your staffs keep changing. You keep increasing in workforce. AI powered employees is very, very crucial, right? So macam mana They're crucial. We'll see now. They work 24/7. They work 24/7. Okay. It is not. It's not a position where we need to be afraid. Now I ask you, how many of you all here have had a situation where you had a question, you had a client you have to deal with, or you had a superior to deal with, and you don't know what to do, and you wanted to find out the answer? You all have a superior, right? Memang ada superior kan? Tapi the problem with all this, you dapat this problem at 11 o'clock at night. Can you call your superior? Is he happy or she happy? Maybe they smile, tomorrow you kena in the meeting. So what can we do about this kind of things? An AI-powered employee, 24/7 waiting for you to ask questions. It won't tell anybody else that you ask questions. See, these are the positives that nobody talk about. AI going to take my job, AI going to take my job. I mean, everywhere I go, the first thing, oh, you're an AI scientist, okay. Why AI want to take my job? Are you building the system to take my job? So I've gone through a lot of challenges. I'd rather see the positive side, because if we want to say all negative, then we shouldn't use the internet, right? I'll say it this way. Anyone here knows Yellow Pages? Right? At one time, all our house need to have Yellow Pages. Rumah sewa or rumah sendiri got one thick book macam kamus. Right? Okay. Let's start going through. I want to call the department. Stay here, phone. Rotary phone. That's how old. Huh? See, now you know I'm a bit older. Alright. So, what happened to Yellow Pages? Siapa yang masih guna Yellow Pages? Angkat tangan. No? Now all using yellow books only. Right? So, Yellow Pages went missing because they did not know how to adapt to technology. Okay? Anyone heard of Amazon? Amazon, right? Yellow Pages, dia pupus lebih kurang around the time Amazon started. When Amazon went on the website, people were laughing. Oh, what is this guy trying to go on computer, mahal-mahal, cuba buat web page? At that time, to build a page is damn expensive. And they did it in the 90s. Of course, not many customers also go online to buy things, but they started there. Now, where is Amazon? Now, even with Lazada, with Shopee, with any multinational marketplace groups, nobody can seem to beat Amazon. Why? First mover advantage, we call this. Because dia move pertama sebelum orang lain. It is difficult to overtake them. Because of what Facebook did, Facebook was on top. When WhatsApp and Instagram appeared, everybody said we must build better products. But Mark Zuckerberg, walaupun muda, his idea was different. He said, buy the company. All the shareholders bengang dengan dia because he's not buying for 5 ringgit. He was talking billions. He don't mind paying them 15 to 20 times the valuation so dia boleh beli WhatsApp and Instagram. Everyone said he's mad. But now he got no competition. Who's trying to fight with him? He has WhatsApp and Instagram under him. He steal their idea and he add in Facebook. So you can use Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Lebih kurang all got story. All can message. He just copied everything, but he owns the IP. Nobody can copy. Berapa orang yang tengah fight with Google? For how long was Google dominant on top? Because Google had a very smart plan where they buy if you're really good with them. They're not going to fight you, they're going to buy you. So there's no competition in the market space. Amazon, they did a different thing. They move first. When they move first, they get talent in that space, they keep working on that. They always improvise. Today, they are still the largest. Although what Jack Ma did is impressive, still they are unable to beat Amazon. Amazon is steadily growing and they keep improvising. Amazon start buat apa tau? They were selling books. Amazon was selling books. Can anyone believe a bookseller is making billions? But they keep moving on. What is the next topic? They keep improvising their store. Now they sell everything. They have a cloud engine. they are AWS, right? When we are building AI application, we choose cloud infrastructures. We can go to Microsoft, Amazon, or Google. So this is the way to keep up in the market. Now the property developer space usually it's a bit slow. I'll be honest, because I know how construction works and that's also slow in technology. It's not a bad thing. Kalau semua orang slow and we are the first, you're going to be ahead of the market by 1,000 steps. The next thing, when the next technology comes, you just keep updating, everybody is left behind. So you're always number one. This is a very smart way to move. So first, 24/7 working. Very good, because in the sense, they're always available for the staff. And we are talking from a staff perspective. What if the C-suite needs access to some information? You think the CEO has time to open 10 files and read through 500 pages of documents? Right? I know what the CEO will do. He will call the relevant staff and ask them to do this and tell him back. What if he had access to a system where he can just ask and it gives him the answer? Walaupun you do not in a meeting, if you want access to immediate information, someone has to go through files and loads of data. What if you can just access with 1 or 2 questions? Isn't it a benefit? Right? So this is the way we can think about AI, which is helpful, and you don't need to remove people from their job, unless if you want to, right? Next to that, no emotion, no mood swing, like our previous systems. No matter how you scold it, AI won't get angry. Okay? AI is very understanding. AI is that abang sulung that you're taught to, whatever you say is always responsible. It's always available to help the family. He understands, my boss will scold me, but I will still help. AI is very good. No mood swing, eh? AI doesn't get married, AI don't have boyfriend, girlfriend, AI doesn't feel bad, it doesn't feel good, it just do. We teach it to feel good only when it gives the proper output. So we do these things where we call it reinforcement learning, where it is taught like how you treat your cat or a dog. You give it biscuits when it does good. We train AI that way. So now it understands, if I do wrong, I'm going to be tortured. So that's how it thinks. That is why it can give you all the good outputs, right? No repetitive instructions. AI, I taught you last week to give me this. Why are you doing like this? AI is very understanding. My boss told me once, I remember forever. Macam gajah, dendam dia masih simpan. No bias, no favoritism. AI doesn't like one person more than the other. AI doesn't hate one person more than the other. AI only does its job. If we train it that way, it does that way. So that is why we always ask for the proper data. When you give a wrong type of data, then it becomes biased. But if we are able to curate, we call it curate the data, we clean the data, and we teach it in a way it should understand, it is totally not biased. Okay? So I cannot guarantee that all the AI application in the world is not biased, because it depends on how the developer builds it. Correct? So this I can say because I'm involved in this and my team. No off days, no sick leave, no workplace politics. Right? Something we all love. Imagine as a boss, you don't want workplace politics. Why? When politics take place, wherever it takes place, it causes issues. It causes tensions where it decreases productivity and efficiency. Correct? Bila kita ada problem with somebody we are not comfortable to work, boss doesn't know. He says, hey, you all work together, finish this for me. This person angry, that person don't want to talk. How are you going to come with a solution? So AI doesn't do all these things, and it doesn't take off days. So paying AI the same salary as a human is really a plus point because it works 24/7, right? So this is the mentality towards it. Always available to help staff and management and customer queries and doubts, like I said just now, right? Simultaneous handling of multiple customers. So now this is a very big plus point. One of the things I'm usually asked when we are negotiating or talking to any businesses is, okay, why should I pay employee salary for an AI which my employee can do the same thing actually, right? So my question back is, the AI can handle 10 to even 100 queries at the same time. If at the same time your website gets 100 visits, right? 100 orang masuk your laman web at the same time. Can a human handle them at the same time? I don't know if you know how medical centers work. Usually they will put you on hold. You're waiting with the nice music going on. When are they going to answer me? When are they going to answer me? Imagine if it's an AI, it's going to answer 100 people at the same time, conversing with everyone simultaneously. So if you have 100 people talking at the same minute, it's going to chat with everyone. It's going to answer everyone for their respective problem at the same time. So now can you see the business value behind this? So this is very good because not only it works 24/7, it can work at the same time with how many people, right? So these are very, very important plus points for businesses. And AI don't want EPF and so right? They don't take insurance. They're very cost efficient, AI. They till today they don't have EPF and so. Maybe Malaysia opens a new scope, then we have to pay for them. No need to refer to huge collection of documents and files and data anymore. With this kind of AIs, let's say you're having an internal meeting, a shareholder stuff. What did we make in 2017 second quarter? Go find the document, come. Or just ask it and it's going to give you the answer. It can retrieve from big database, right? So these are very, very important. This is just one use case I'm telling. So imagine, I'm sure you have a safety and health department or something, right? OSHA, famous, OSHA. So let's say when a new group of trainees or employees come in, they are forced to learn the standard safety policy of the company staff, how it goes on and all, right? What if you had an AI that deals with all this? Any new staff come, if you have any question, just ask at our manager. You give them a phone number, but actually it's an AI on the WhatsApp. Everyone won't even know there's an AI. Wow, anytime I ask this manager so good, but I've never seen his face. Because he's on WhatsApp or he's on Telegram. But he never comes to work, right? So you don't necessarily need to tell people that it's an AI from business perspective. So can you see the advantages here? So if you do this for your department, let's say you're a sales team or you're a finance team, you have a certain repetitive task that everyone like, boss, how to do this? Boss, how to do this? Boss, how to do this? Boss got no time to do boss work now. So boss can give this data into an AI. Anyone want to know this basic thing, please ask the AI. So now boss can work 100% on their own work. Now the whole company's efficiency is going up because everyone can do their work without fighting over, hey, you do this work, I do this work. Correct?
I think you want to add in, because all your construction, you have all your contract, all the contracts in a very thick book. You can actually input into the AI.
Correct.
And you can actually use it for during meetings or even scheduling of projects. You can have a report. You can actually do reporting.
So let's say you're doing something like okay, contracts usually are very big tender documents. If there's specifications, there's this kind of details, we can extract them, put it into a proper AI system. We can make it robust. So how many people can message it at any time and you can get the details you want to know. Now, if you want it to be very much more informative, we can even build a dashboard analytics for you. So you can literally see like a project scheduling, wow, okay, after so many months now we actually at this stage. Oh, we have used so much of metal, we have done this, we have done that. Depending on what you require, we can have a talk and we can see how we can build this thing. All we need is the information and it should be quality information. Then what you expect out of that, so we will work on it, okay? These are the kind of potentials you have. And in the long run, anyone have done solar for your house? No? If you use solar, this is a famous dialogue they say, right? It's expensive at the start, but in the long run it's saving, correct? That is how AI is. If you ask me, it's not even expensive nowadays. That is how good it is. And in the long run it's saving because you don't need to pay increment, right? AI doesn't ask for higher salary in the future unless the cost of hardware goes up, correct? Because that's what AI uses. So these are examples of AI managers. This is an AI project manager. Have anyone used this before? No? Yes, you wouldn't have, because I just made this for you all. Correct? So, give it a name TT since it's your company name. AI project manager, but this is all internal, okay? We call this internal. So, you can ask anything by typing this, or you can click on it. What are the responsibilities of project manager? Let's say a new recruit is in. Boss, so what is my job scope? What should I do? Just go and ask the AI. You got the staff. It's always there to train people. It can give you the list based on a lot of details that I understand that we scrape from project managers. We have put this up. Of course, none of your staff told us, nobody updated. We did this, right? And it asks you to, as if you want any other help, right? Tell me about stakeholder identification. Anyone knows about stakeholder identification, right? But based on the data that it was trained, it's able to give. Stakeholder identification involves a lot of these factors you can see over here. How do I obtain necessary permits and licenses for development project? I'm not an expert, my guy is. To obtain the necessary permits and licenses for development project in Malaysia, you need to follow these steps. Submit a development proposal to local authority, obtain land use and zoning approvals, and so many more. So imagine if you have access to this, all your staff, they can always have a conversation with it and get to know. You don't need to trouble a person, oh my god, my company is going to hire somebody new, now I have to go and teach them again. Because I believe there's nobody redundant in a company. Everyone has their own job scope. To ask them to keep going and doing this, it's going to reduce their work output on the other side. So it's not that a person can't do. Maybe we ask you to train somebody, she can do it, but she's going to leave her existing job and do that, which is not good for the company overall. So it's not whether she likes it or not. The company's best interest is to allow her to do her work 100%. So if we have something like this, you have literally covered a very important part of training internal staff. Usually insurance companies, any dealership, car dealerships, any type of companies that depend on sales, they have a huge team. The same questions, 20 down line. Boss, I have this thing, what should I do? Boss, my customer asking this, what can we do? And the boss realized, actually I've been answering the same thing to 30 different people. And now, boss got a boss who asked, actually what you're doing the whole week, what you're teaching everybody, is it? You're not doing your own work? But actually, yeah, he is teaching everybody. Correct? If he's not going to teach his downline, he's not going to give a good KPI to the boss anyway. So both ways he's going to get sandwiched. So if we have something like this, okay, this kind of menial task, please ask there. Apa-apa kerja remeh-temeh ke, all this basic question, just ask to my AI version. So I can work 100% on my thing. So let's see finance manager. I don't know. What are the essential compliance documents and key documents that must be prepared and filed annually? I don't know if it's that important for you. The essential compliance documents and key documents that must be prepared and filed annually include the annual financial statements, the annual returns, registration details with IRB and so. This is without getting your internal information. So let's say if we have a talk, we get to understand your internal issues, we'll be able to build something solid, foolproof, there's no issues, and it can give anyone what you want them to give. So the next question that people usually have is, okay, how if someone wrong accesses this information, right? I don't know if anyone thought of it, but that's second famous question. Not a problem. You just give the access to the right person. You give the access to the right person. If we are going to have this issue, we will give you some measures how we can block this from happening. So we get someone in charge, we tell who they are allowed to give it, and we can also monitor how many people are accessing if you are worried. So we can work on a roundabout behind the system where we can see who's accessing. If you are worried, the information is too sensitive. This is something we can help the management with. Okay? So you see, this is a very nice thing. What are the primary financial statements I need to be familiar with? Who would ask this question? A new recruit or even an old recruit who didn't do this task for very long, and suddenly they are asked this question. Oh, your boss told me to do this already, what do I do? If I ask boss, he says, so many years you're working here, what are you doing? You don't know this? You can ask AI. So it can tell you what you should be familiar with. It gives you a prompt to think how you can move by this question. So actually it helps a workplace to be much healthy. You don't have internal issues with your team, with your company. Okay, list practical guide, step-by-step compliance checklist. We even have a checklist that you can do. Anything. We just need the data and what you need to know. How do you ensure positive cash flow in a development project? So these are the avenues that we can explore actually. Alright, this is a AI HR manager. Any HR here? HR? Anyone? Oh, understood. I thought I was talking to myself. Alright. So, dear HR, what is the legal action we can take against an employee who did not come to work 3 days continuously without informing anything to the employer? Ooh, very taboo question, huh? Right? Anyone notice there's a red line underneath? You know why? First we see the answer, then I'll explain that. The legal action that can be taken against an employee who does not come to work for 3 consecutive days without informing the employer would be termination of employment. Under the Employment Act, the employer has the right to terminate an employee's contract for reasons such as misconduct or absenteeism. Right? So if you're not sure, you can refer to the AI. And this is AI HR Manager. Nice name, huh? Okay, now I'll come back to why we have underlined that. If anyone understands, there's some grammar issues there. What is the legal action we can take against an employee who did not come is supposed to be the right sentence, but who is not even there. But is the answer correct? Right? This is how you know it's an AI and it's not hard-coded. I don't know if you have used any apps about 4 or 5 years ago. If they say it's AI and when you're typing, instead of hi you say hello, blur. It doesn't know what it should do. Because it was taught, if you hear a hi, you must say a hi. You say hello, it doesn't know hello is a greeting. Because it's coded A, B, B, C, C. If C doesn't see any C, it doesn't know already. It's blur, so jam ready system. Now AI understands your intent. So based on the intent, actually this person wants to know what action can be taken against an employee 3 working days continuously without informing. Okay, I understand the question is not perfect, but this is what the question is supposed to be. The AI is able to think. Isn't this good? So your staff don't need to be 100% accurate in spelling, but when it gets the idea, lebih kurang dia nak tahu apa, it can give you the answer. So it's not going to judge you, oh, you give me proper 100% A plus English, then I'll give you the answer. No. He's your best friend, like Google help us in college, right? So you can see, I don't know if you know this, HR, other human capital and all this, right? There's something called human capital, right? Some companies have this separate, some have it together. So it can even explain what is human capital. So in case we have a query and we can't ask someone comfortably, we can just find out and we can keep going. This indirectly helps to increase the output of the staff. When staff output is good, company growth is good, boss is happy, staff is happy, everyone has annual dinner a lot less. Alright, so you see, nice question. List all public holidays, no E, but it understood the question and it gave the list of public holidays. And all this without any information from your company, right? So we have an internal talk, we can build a lot more powerful applications. So yeah, these are the other type of things you can ask. You can ask for advice, you can ask for job scopes, anything. Okay, AI contract manager. How do you draft a contract? Very basic questions, but it can still help if you forgot, if you need to know. So let's say a boss wants to know this, we can give access to the boss because they are the paymaster. So the boss can learn, okay, how actually my contract manager working, how to make a contract, my manager is sleeping, can just ask the AI. So you can do it on yourself without bothering the staff or anyone else. And the staff don't need to bother the top management, just ask for basic things. What techniques are effective for contract negotiation? Isn't this something very important? To negotiate contracts with employees, potential employees, with clients, what techniques are effective? Now this is not something we will take from the company. These are the examples that we will take from real world expertise. So what techniques are effective for contract negotiation? We will scrape this, we will go through, we will research, and we will see what can be used for your company. This is not something you can get from any particular company, but this techniques is helpful for every company. Okay? So what are the requirements here? Like just now we saw this. So yeah. So you can even learn how do you manage and resolve disputes arising from contracts. So many questions that is important. How do you monitor and evaluate vendor performance? And it's able to answer all this without me understanding your customized needs. Imagine if we understand how you deal with vendors and suppliers, we can make it much more efficient for you. Okay, sales and marketing manager. What are the current market trends? Current market trends in the real estate market are positive with increasing property values and high demand. This is not something your staff will teach us. This is something we are studying the market and helping with. So, by just asking this, you'll be able to know what's happening in the market. And this is something that keeps changing, right? In the market, your trends are changing. Imagine you don't need to go on to Google, do some research. I think that company selling, I think they're a problem. No. You can ask your AI and it can guide you on that. So we can take some real world information and some of your information and build a super AI for you. So yeah, this is more or less how we can help on each department, right? Okay, now this is for external use. Let's say Titijaya has an AI sales executive, but it's facing customer. It's not for your internal team. What is the expected completion date for the development? Are there any additional costs? This is a potential question that a buyer will ask, right? The expected completion date for the development varies by project. For ongoing development, estimated completion date is usually within 24 to 36 months from the start of construction. And for the second question, are there any additional costs? As for the additional costs, they may include maintenance fees, sinking fund, blah, blah, blah. Can you see the advantages? Although two questions was asked at the same time, it is able to not forget the importance and it gave answers for both questions. Now, you tell me, if a customer gets such reply, would they be happy? Would they want to deal with the company more? Because I don't know if you know, a lot of people don't like to talk to people. A lot of people find it a bit difficult to call and ask a company. So if they can get the information online, they are very happy to get all the ideas, do their comparison, and then go to the company sales gallery, blah, 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 all this, right? Not everyone is an extrovert to call and talk, hello, are you having a house? I want to buy a house. Not many people do this conversation. They do their silent research, right? Malaysia is full of silent researchers. So you can catch that market if you have a very interactive executive working on your website. So imagine this thing working 24 hours and to 100 old people at the same time. Now you're going to be able to secure more buyers. So you can even see important things like, can we visit the construction site during the building process? What kind of after sales support do you provide? And it's able to answer. Answer 1 for the first question, answer 2 for the second question. Right? So sales and marketing department, you have two types of users. Any department, if you want something external for outside people to use, we can build it. If you want internal, we can also do that. So I think AI is really helpful for all of the companies. All right. I think it's question and answer if you all have. Thank you. Hi guys. Thank you very much. That's a presentation. So if you have any questions, feel free.
Anyone from maybe contract department that you all want to ask any questions? Sales department, marketing?
Have I answered all the questions before you ask? Just want to know, so what's your opinion on AI now? Is AI good for businesses? Say that. Then there's many ways we can use AI, right? For information, AI is even used in cyber terrorism. So AI can be used for anything. It depends how. I believe we can explore a lot of benefits of AI to help staff, management, C-suite level, and even companies overall. I've seen places where companies just want to use an AI app. I think you all remember COVID. During COVID, a glove manufacturing factory. Imagine if you have access to this all the day. Can the team's efficiency be increased? Right? We can ask and get all the details within minutes. How do I obtain the necessary permits and licenses for a development project? It gives you step by step. What should we do first? What should we do second? Now the downline do not need to disturb the management. Okay, I got the information, now I'll go to the relevant department and authorities. Okay, lebih kurang that's the function. Okay, this is an AI finance manager. So it's asking what are the essential compliant documents and key documents that must be prepared and filed annually. For all the finance guys, I think, yeah, it's a good information.